Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Saturday, April the 21st, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, what can I tell you? What an amazing week this has been. Going back a week ago, we were all anticipating Director Comey's or former Director Comey's interview with ABC. It turned out to be, I think, a bit of a letdown. Now, they did get a good audience. They got 9 million people to tune in, so, that's a lot of people. But in terms of political impact, I don't think it had the impact that Mr. Comey was probably hoping for. In fact, it seems like the more he spoke, the more he would try to answer questions, the more questions that he generated. And pretty much by the middle of the week, it seems like he was getting it from every angle. I mean, there were people on the left who were shooting at him, and then there were people on the right shooting at his credibility. So I don't think it turned out to be a good week for Mr. Comey. Then you have the case of Mr. McCabe, who is going to be investigated. At least that's the recommendation of a criminal referral. And then you had the news toward the end of the week that Mr. Comey himself was going to be investigated for allegedly leaking classified documents. And then to top it all off, at the end of the week, and at the moment, what you're seeing is a war between Mr. McCabe and Mr. Comey, and they're both basically trying to call each other a liar, which is an interesting spectacle, something very interesting to watch, because the only person who wins from that fight between Mr. Comey and Mr. McCabe is President Trump, who's sitting there pretty, watching these two people basically call each other liars. Well, if Mr. Comey's a liar, or if Mr. McCabe is a liar, President Trump has to be enjoying that spectacle. Again, we will see over the next few weeks, maybe a few months, where this is going. My guess is that this is not going to end well for Mr. Comey or Mr. McCabe. I think the possibility of legal problems are now more real than ever. I also think that the whole email scandal, the whole Hillary Clinton email scandal is going to get a second look. And come summer, come fall, instead of talking about all this nonsense of collusion with Russia that we've been talking about for the last year, I think we're going to be talking about some real problems for Mr. Comey, for Mr. McCabe, for the Clintons, as well as the Obama administration because of the allegations of spying on the Trump campaign as well as unmasking of U.S. citizens. So stay tuned, because I really do believe that we are headed, for the rest of the year, the scandals are going to be on the Democrat side, on Mr. Comey, Mr. McCabe, the Obama administration, and the Clintons. I don't think it's going to be with President Trump. I really don't. I think this whole story is now shifting toward the Democrats, and it's not going to be very pretty for them. Thank you for watching, folks. Have a great weekend. We have all of these over at YouTube, at my Twitter, at the blog, and have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.